A very good morning, everyone. This is Namrata, your Bagdara Farms consultant. I am live with all of you. And the topic for today's live session is irregular periods. I'm going to be waiting for a few seconds for few viewers to join in, and then I'll start talking about this topic. Hope you all are doing well, keeping healthy, staying safe. The topic which I've chosen for today's live session, that is irregular periods, is something that is faced by women right from when they attain puberty. That means when their menstruation or the periods start. And this problem of irregular cycle goes up to the stage of menopause. That marks the end of the reproductive system of the women. So irregular periods is a problem which is faced by both kind of women, one who have attained puberty and who are starting with their menstruation, and also it affects those who have reached menopause, and in that stage it is a symptom of menopause, irregular periods, whereas in the earlier stages, that means from when you say around 11 to 12 years till you are around 45 years, that is the reproductive years of your lives when you have your menstruation, your periods going on. And irregular periods in that time can be a sign of various factors, and that is what we are going to be discussing here today, right? One second. So I have few viewers online. Let me start with the live again. My name is Namrata, and I'll be talking about irregular periods, also known as oligomenorrhea. This is a common problem which is nowadays faced by girls, women of all ages, right? What is an irregular period? An irregular period means when your periods or your menstrual cycles are irregular, erratic, or missed over a long period of time. Now, irregular would be if consistently they are irregular. Don't think that once your periods are delayed, then that marks of a sign that you have irregular problem of irregular periods. So in this, what happens? The bleeding pattern becomes erratic. Like I said, they can be missed, or it can be delayed. Now, normal length of a menstrual cycle is 28 days. So if you have your periods anytime between less than 28 days, that means around you are getting your periods around 20 on the 20th day, or if you're getting your periods after the 35th day, that marks that your periods are irregular and you have problem of irregular periods or oligomenorrhea, like I said. Now, a period of menstruation is part of the menstrual cycle. What happens in this? The endometrium, which is the lining of the uterus, begins to shed. This appears as bleeding in the womb and is released through your vagina in the form of blood, right? So this is what is irregular periods and how it is marked. And there are many reasons for irregular periods. Like I said, both kind of women are affected, right? When you are in your earlier stages of puberty, when you've attained puberty and your periods start, or it can happen later in women during the phase of premenopause to menopause. Now, reasons for irregular periods can be many. Few of them are, most importantly, it is hormonal imbalance that is being caused in the women, right? The female sex hormones are estrogen and progesterone. If there is an imbalance in the release of these hormones in the body, that can cause irregular periods in women. Use of contraceptive pills. If somebody is on birth control and is on excess, or is taking the birth control pills, or you can say contraceptives in a wrong way, without being monitored by the doctor, then that can also cause problems of irregular periods. It can be stress. Stress is the leading factor for a lot of problems in the human body. So is it for irregular periods. If you are on too many medication, if you are underweight or overweight, that means either you're you're anorexic or you are obese, that can also help. That can also lead to irregular periods. If you have bulimia, you have poor dietary lifestyle, your sleep pattern is not fine, and so on. So this is in the various reasons for irregular periods. The reasons can be many, like I said, but understand irregular period means when over a long period of time your period circle, the menstrual cycle period, is being erratic or is being missed or is being delayed, right? Now, a lot of complications arrive if your periods are not regular. The complications are you can develop problems of PCOS or PCOD. You can have fertility related issues. Women can have difficulty in conceiving if their menstrual cycle is not fine. In this 28-day cycle that a lady has or a girl has, on the around the 12th or the 14th day we ovulate. So obviously, if your an ovulation period marks the prime time for fertility to happen. So if somebody is not regular with their periods, they will not be able to calculate their days of ovulation. So fertility related issues can happen. Pelvic inflammatory diseases can happen. You can have thyroid diseases. You can have cervical or uterine cancer. You can have endometriosis. Endometriosis, what happens? There are tissues that grow that should be growing inside the uterus. Now, when they starts growing outside of the uterus, it comes with a lot of pain and discomfort. That is known as endometriosis, and that is what is caused due to irregular periods. That is one of the complications of irregular periods. Now, obviously, if your periods are irregular, it's going to have some side effects on your system as well, right? Hormonal imbalance is the reason it is happening. Now, what are the side effects which happen? That when you get your periods, either there'll be heavy bleeding or there'll be very light bleeding. You'll have in between your, cycle, you can have mild spotting to me, you can have nausea, vomiting, cramps, intense pain, and so on. So these are all of the side effects which are there, which are caused due to irregular periods in women. Now, how can we control it? Because it is happening due to hormonal imbalance, it is happening due to the dietary lifestyle we are living, it is having to the medicines and so on. So, most importantly, it also says that stress is one of the reasons for irregular periods. Most importantly, make sure that you're having a diet that is rich in minerals and nutrients. It is highly nutritious. It is low in inflammatory foods. That means any kind of food that develops any kind of inflammatory response in your body, try that you reduce intake of that and try eating foods which are anti-inflammatory, that means which reduce inflammation in the body. uh, Exercise regularly. Now, extreme of anything is bad, right? But everything in moderation is good. So you must try and form a pattern where you can form exercises in your daily routine. Any kind of exercise is perfect, be it yoga, be it running, be it gymming, anything, but make sure that you're doing it in moderation. Also, like I said, try including drinks or teas in your diet which have anti-inflammatory, antioxidant properties, which can help in reducing the inflammation in the system. Once the inflammation, that is swelling, is reduced in the system, it automatically helps in improving the flow of hormones, flow of oxygen, blood supply in the system. Now, like always, I'm here to tell you that Bagdara Farm supports alternative medicine, and our alternative medicines are also known as our organic supplements, which are made out of turmeric. Now, turmeric has a component known as curcumin, which has medicinal, therapeutic, and pharmacological properties. Now, these are the pharmacological therapeutic properties which helps with tackling problem of hormonal imbalance. It helps with tackling problem of pain, inflammation in the system. Because the metabolism also goes low, because the overall body, each organ is connected to each other. So obviously, when one part is not functioning to its optimum ability, it is going to have side effects on the other part. So we at Bagdara Farms have two of these supplements which we recommend for women health. One is Shemeric and the other one is Mino Ease. Now the difference between Shemeric and Mino Ease is in the curcumin percentage and the mineral nutrient content. Shemeric is usually recommended for girls when they start their periods from that age till up to the age of 45. And if somebody is 45 and above, that means in that stage it is a symptom of menopause. Is the problem which is there, and it is one of the symptoms of menopause, that is irregular periods. So if anybody after the age of 45 is having problems of irregular periods, that is a sign and symptom of you attaining your menopause. And if somebody is before the age of 45, then we recommend Shemeric for them. Now these products have anti-inflammatory properties. That means it reduces inflammation in the system. It curcumin shrinks the fibroids that are there in the system. It reduces the effects of estrogen in some hormone sensitive cancer cells also. So curcumin has beneficial effects, on hormone sensitive conditions like fibroids. It balances the hormones in the system. It is a natural analgesic. That means it's a natural painkiller. In a natural way, it can reduce any kind of pain, discomfort, that any pain, discomfort that accompanies with the time when you're having your periods. It is also antispasmodic. Antispasmodic means any kind of spasms, cramps that are being experienced in the body due to your irregular periods, due to an hormonal imbalance, due to mood, stress. All of this is reduced with the antispasmodic property of curcumin in our products. It Antispasmodic is there, natural analgesic is there. It is also antiviral, antibacterial, antifungal, and antimicrobial. There are various kind of fungal, bacterial, microbial infections that can happen in women in the vaginal area, in the reproductive system, which can cause major complications in the human body. And that all can also be targeted and warded off with these antiviral, antibacterial, antifungal, uh, and antimicrobial properties. Now, this also acts as an antibiotic. That means if even if there is any infection in your system, the antibiotic property of curcumin in the Bagdara supplements will help with taking care of that infection and eradicating it from the root, right? So, like I said, it's anti-inflammatory. Also, it is antidepressant. Now, you need to understand somebody who's not having regular periods, somebody who's having fertility-related issues because of irregular periods, somebody who's developed thyroid because of these, somebody who's having PCOS. Can you imagine the amount of stress that must be causing on your system, on your mind? Yes. So this also has an antidepressant property. The antidepressant property wards off any kind of stress, anxiety, depressive symptoms that are accompanied in the body because of any kind of reasons. Also, curcumin boosts the serotonin and dopamine levels. Now, serotonin and dopamine are two hormones in the body that are also known as the happy hormones in the body. So, it helps in boosting the release of these and balancing the levels of dopamine and serotonin in your level, which boosts your mental health, which boosts your mood. It relaxes your nerves, makes sure the flow of oxygen and blood supply to the brain and the entire body is to the optimum levels that it should be. And that is how this product can help you in your overall well-being. Now you can visit our website, which is www.bagdarafarms.com. The link is flashing on the screens, or you can call us on our number, that is 956025 sorry, one second. You can also give us a call on a number, that is 9560254646. We are available on this number on call, message, and WhatsApp. You can call us, message us, or WhatsApp us, and we will address your queries. Please understand, don't ignore these problems of irregular periods, because if you tackle it at the earlier stage, the complications that it brings along with it can be warded off at an earlier stage. Even though you have not, it's high time now you take care of it, because irregular periods is not a normal thing. It is very important to regularize the cycle. Your menstrual cycle should be regularized. It should be coming in exactly 28 days to 28 to 35 days is what we say. So it should be regular. It should be your body's hormonal levels should be fine. There should be no imbalance, and most importantly, there should be no stress in your life. And we are here at Bagdara Farms to help you with all of these things. We also help with diet charts specific to a customer's needs and specific to a customer's lifestyle and dietary choices. For that, you can call us on a number that is flashing on the screens, that is 9560254646. Right? So, like I said, all details are available on our website also, which is www.bagdarafarms.com. That's all for the live session for today. Have a lovely weekend. I'll see you all again soon. Thank you.